This is Judge Joe Brown, and we're listening to We All Be News. News-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Well, Vivian, I just want to ask you a couple quick questions about we lost Judge DeArmond Bailey.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts about the judge? Do you have any thoughts about him?
You know what is that? The real good thing about him is the last series of things he did just about obliterate all the rest, right? But if it hadn't been for him, that King Center would not be there. If it hadn't been for him, there wouldn't have been somebody around that could make it all go, make it happen, right? And for that, I when I think of Memphis, I think of King, and when I think of King, I think of him, right? Because I know that I wouldn't have been able to be there seeing it from time to time if it hadn't been for him. Because I remember the little woman used to sit outside. You know what I mean? And the good thing was that he made it all happen. The woman kept it there so they couldn't tear it down, and then he put it together so that it was going to be there anyway, right?
That's right.
All of that is wonderful memory to me. I was there the night that they were picked the casket for. I'd gotten in that night. I took a plane to get into. Well, it was afternoon then, right? But by the time we got out to the motel, it was dark. It was really pitch dark as the car was coming off. Its light saw I and another fellow. I was trying to think of his name right quick, right? And we all went out with the two of us, just jumped in the car, right? And because it was filled, everybody wanted to go, right? All the other guys there, and we went out and stood around and picked the funeral, the casket, right, and left it up to what's his name? Because he was closer to Martin than any of us. Right? No. See, I mean, these are wonderful guys. They did some nice things, but Ralph Abernathy, Ralph picked it, and what's his name in Memphis, and I stood around and talked. Older.
Older guy?
Yeah.
Was he a minister?
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's a minister. Oh, you know who I mean. No, wait a minute. I'm going to tell you so you know, all right? Is that minister worked for the government and had two churches at once.
Oh, I know. Look, Smith.
That's exactly. I knew you would know. That's right. I knew you would know, Doc. Yeah, because all of us got stuff we remember from the moment that will go to the grave with us, Doc. It's just, see. I really think when I'm in that final grave, I'm gonna be smiling because I'm just thankful for all of it.
What about my friend Julian Bond? You got anything?
Julian. In fact, when we first started the action when I first started the action in Atlanta, right? You see what I mean? That it already started, so I joined it. But I was Julian and and Julian had this thought that I should run for Congress, right? And we started to lay down in front of a big truck to keep it to keep everything in place so that we could stop them and we go on and do stuff. Julian was a marvelous guy, and Julian Julian had this very, very wonderful mind. Julian wrote poetry, published poetry, all right, before he was out of college. You know, that, as they say, that's not bad, right? And it was just, and then he introduced me. I got the Kennedy Award this past year, right?
Yes, sir.
And he introduced me that night. We had this place was loaded clear from one end to the other, right? And it was just good to be with him. And I hadn't seen him for a long time. And then I saw him right before he died. You could tell he was feeling badly. But I was with Oprah. Mm-hmm. We were both there, and it just happened that I and somebody who was with me, and because my wife is dead now, but his wife, we all sat together, but quite by accident. Yeah. It was all good. You know, these are the friendships that last as long as you do. You know what I mean? You know, because it's good that way. We were fortunate. All of us were fortunate to be in a century where there was nothing else more important, right? We made the 20th century, right?
So God bless you. We love you, man. Brother Vivian. Thank you. Thank you for taking care of him too. Yeah, it's an honor, sir. It's an honor. Keep him around some more.